Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am featuring a team which helped me to reach legend in just 3 days, right from veteran to all the way expert and then legend. I would highly recommend you if you have this team to use in Open Ultra League. So before starting the video I would like to request all my viewers to support the channel by subscribing it. And this is the set which is the final set which I had before hitting the legend, and it's 5-0 to hit the legend. And let's begin the video. The first opponent has Shadow Swampert, so we are going to stay here because back to Pokemon are really very weak to Swampert. So we are going to stay and we go for the crunch, hoping for the debuff as it is a chance to lower the defense, and we're going for it. And opponent doesn't shield here for some reason, and this is very difficult to call because most of the Swampert were baiting and sometimes going for the earthquake, so I shielded and they were baiting here. That's very unfortunate. And here comes the Talonflame, so I'm going to throw a crunch just before dipping into my Tentacruel. So going for the crunch, this might grab the shield. Let's see if he's going to shield here, and he doesn't, and we are down a shield and we are going to come with Tentacruel. I'm hoping that they are not running Brave Bird, so I'm not going to shield. I have to save a shield for GUZZ, and they are unfortunately running Brave Bird. So not to risk it, I threw my Scald immediately because they are about to reach the Brave Bird. So going for this Scald, this will knock out, and let's see if he's going to return with the Swampert, and he's going to wait for the switch timer. Let's see what he's going to return, and he comes with another fire typing which is Charizard. Unfortunately my switch timer is not up yet, so I threw my Scald and actually they caught it on a Swampert. And at the beginning Swampert had lot of energy, so which could have threatened our back Pokemon. So it is knocked out, so our threat is knocked out. So now I can come with GUZZ. Now as opponent has 2 shields, so I have to play it smartly. I have to just fast move beat down. I'm not going to throw any charge move. He's going to throw Dragon Claw, and this Dragon Claw will definitely knock me out. And then I will put all my faith on Skeledirge with 1 shield. I'm going to just incinerate them down. Not going to throw any move because that will be my loose con. And I have a few HP left, Tentacruel at the back. So he's going to throw a move. This could be a Blast Burn. And yes, it is. It did a lot of damage. Continuing to farm down, and I think this Incinerate should be enough to knock out. But before that, we have to shield here. This could be another Dragon Claw or Blast Burn, and it's a Dragon Claw, and we secure the win, and opponent saved the shield for the next season. Moving towards the next opponent, Dragonite, and at the beginning of 2800 ELO I was seeing lot of Dragonite, so I can win this with 1 shield. So going for the Dragon Claw, if he doesn't shield then I can win in a 0 shield advantage, and going for this they will have to shield, otherwise it will knock out. Let's see, and yes they do. Now I can just Dragon Tail them down. Look at the damage. Dragon Tail is just shredding the Dragonite, so definitely going to shield here just to win the switch. And now one more Dragon Tail and it is enough to knock out the Dragonite. And let's see what the next Pokemon is. We can align it, and it's a Cradily. Opponent is running some spicy Pokemon, so we are going for the crunch. This will do some neutral damage. Let's see, and it's a Shadow Cradily, and look at the damage. It did a good amount. Now I think I will CMP tie on the Dragon Claw because he's going to throw it, and we are going to go for the Dragon Claw. It will put him very low. That's very good for us, and it's definitely a CMP tie on, I think, Rock Slide. Now this looks very comfortable position. I can come with Tentacruel and just farm him down, and he throws Rock Slide, knocks out the GUZZ, and coming with the Tentacruel just to farm him down, and he throws here. This could be a Grass Knot. It will do neutral damage because Tentacruel is part poison typing, and yes it does. And now he comes with Typhlosion, and now I think I can reach Scald before he reaches the Thunder Punch, but he is going to over farm a lot, and I think he's going to generate back to back before throwing. So here I might have to try to catch the Thunder Punch on my Skeledirge. So I will catch it before he reaches the back to back, and yes I do catch on a correct timing. So this is definitely a Thunder Punch, and I am about to reach Scald on my Tentacruel. So this looks very winnable. I don't have to throw a move here, so I'm going to farm up, and I think he has to definitely go for the Blast Burn to knock me out. So I have reached Disarming Voice, so I'm going to shield here and going for the Disarming, but losing the CMP tie. I believe this could be another Blast Burn. and yes, it is. It put me very low. Now this disarming voice should be enough to knock out the Typhlosion, and we will secure the win. Actually, later I realized there is a Cradile at the back, so I just threw the Incinerate to knock him out. And good game. Moving towards the next opponent, another Dragonite lead. So many Dragonite lead, so I'm going to do the same thing, going for the Dragon Claw immediately. And going for it, this will definitely grab the shield or it will knock out. Let's see what opponent decide to do here. And if he shields, then definitely we have to shield, otherwise it will knock out the GUZZ. So he's going to throw, I think, Dragon Claw, so definitely going to shield here, and later I can just Dragon Tail him down. And actually opponent decide to safe switch into Registeel, but I have a good answer. But still Registeel is very tanky, I cannot farm him down. I have to throw a move, and I think 2 Zap Cannon should be enough to knock out the Skele. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tank the first one, and it didn't debuff, that's very good. Now Shadow Ball do lot of damage. Let's see if he's going to shield here. He might fight for the switch here, and if he shields, then definitely I have to shield. But he doesn't shield, and now I'm going to just farm him down. He reaches another Zap, definitely going to shield here because Skeledirge energy is not going to waste. It's going to do hard hitting damage, and now I can just generate back-to-back disarming voice to threaten the Dragonite. Let's see if he's going to return with it. Maybe he will return with the third Pokemon. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to wait for the switch timer and comes with Dragonite. This will knock out if he's going to shield or if he's not going to shield, because I have back-to-back energy and he doesn't shield. And final Pokemon is Fraligator, so going for the Shadow Ball to knock him out. Actually it doesn't knock out, it will get him very low, and later I can come with Guzzlord or Tentacruel to just knock out. This looks winnable. Going for the Dragon Claw immediately, not going to over farm. I think he's about to reach Ice Beam. Maybe he's not running Ice Beam. I think this is the range where Hydro Cannon should be enough to knock out. So he's going for a move here. This could be an Hydro Cannon or Ice Beam. Let's see. And it's a Hydro Cannon. And one Shadow Claw knocked me out. I think 2. Now this is the range where I can just Poison Jab him down. And opponent realizes that and he just resigns the match. And winning streaks continues. And here comes the Guzzlord versus Fraligator. It's a very good lead for us. And here comes Nidoqueen. And I remember this matchup. I played it terribly, but opponent was beating like anything. So going for the crunch here. Let's see if he's going to shield here. I'm going to stay here because Nidoqueen can knock out my back Pokemon with Earth Power. So here I decided to shield because he had generated up to Earth Power. So going for the shield, but he baits me with the Poison Fang. That's very unfortunate. Now next he's going to definitely go for the Earth Power. So I go for the Dragon Claw to grab at least one shield here. And I'm going to double shield. I don't want to lose here. And he throws another move. So I double shielded and opponent again baits me with the Poison Fang. That's very unfortunate. And I don't think he's going to now reach Earth Power. Hopefully he doesn't. This is another Poison Fang. I can win the switch here. And it is not going to knock me out. And yes, it was. It get me very low. So I go for the Dragon Claw immediately on Fraligator. This will do some valuable chip damage. And later I can come with Tentacruel. And he's just farming up. So going to come with Tentacruel immediately and just Poison Jab them down. And hopefully they are not running Crunch, but that's not the case. They always run Crunch when I'm using the Tenta. And yes, it is a Crunch. And he comes with Gliscor, so this is looking very terrible for us. So in my mind I was thinking that our win count is to save the Tentacruel. So I decided to sack my Skeledirge. So here comes the Scald and I got the debuff. So I decided to catch the Earthquake on the Skeledirge. Let's see if it's going to happen or he's going to bait me. Actually he's not running Earthquake, he goes for the Aerial Ace. So definitely he's not running Earthquake. So this could be a Night Slash and I'm about to reach Shadow Ball. And I can survive this Night Slash. And he doesn't boost, that's very good. And he reaches another Night Slash. Hopefully I survive. Later I can go for the Shadow Ball. And he throws another Night Slash. I survive with few HP. Going for the Shadow Ball. This will definitely knock out the Gliscor. And later hopefully Fraligator doesn't generate back-to-back energy. And he snipes me. Now I have to hope that I can get the debuff. and I can just farm him down with the poison jab. So going for the Scald and no debuff, and he's going to throw a crunch. If he reaches crunch and hydro cannon, then this is a game over for us. So he's going to throw a crunch here and gets me very low. No debuff, that's very good, and I was able to win with 1 HP in the dream. So good game. Let's move towards the final match of this video. Looking at the Tapu Fini, I thought this is a loss. Then I'm going to save switch into Skeledirge, and opponent decide to stay here, going for the over farming, and he throws a move here. This could be a surf, so definitely going to shield here. Let's see, and yes it is, and he's not dipping in, and he comes with Gliscor. So I am going to no bait here. I'm going to full send the Shadow Ball. This will knock out, or it will do heavy damage, and he shields, so that's very unfortunate. And going to go for the second Shadow Ball, but he reaches a move. This could be another Aerial Ace or Night Slash maybe. Let's see, and he throws Aerial Ace. I think he's running Earthquake, that's why I go for the Night Slash. So going for the Shadow Ball, let's see if it grabs the final shield, and he doesn't shield. Hopefully I can incinerate him down, but we did a simultaneous KO each other, and now we have to make a decision, choose a correct Pokemon. So I decided to wait for the 0 timer and go for the GUZZ, and he comes with the Trevenant, and this looks very winnable. Now I have alignment, and I didn't lose the hope. That's why I won this final match as well. So this was 501. You can see my ELO 2932. So claiming all the rewards. If it was 4-1, then definitely it would have been close to legend, but still I had to play one more set. So going to catch this Wallaby and claiming this reward, and you can see my ELO 3006, hitting the legend for this season. So after hitting legend, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go for the leaderboards. Instead, will help other trainer to hit legend. As you can see, the ELO of this trainer, he just I think 13 point away from the legend. And here comes the Pidgeot. You can see how I'm going to help him. So going for this Poliwrath, and I have a hard answer at Tentacruel. So basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try out some new Pokemon, some unusable Pokemon which never has been used in PvP content, so that I can give free wins to other trainer who wants to reach Ace, Legend or Expert, whatever my ranking will be. So you can suggest me any Pokemon or any team which I should be running. So let me know in the comment section and advise me which Pokemon you want me to showcase in my next upcoming videos. So back to the commentary, and going for this card, and this opponent was just debuffing me like anything. He was just throwing Icy Wind after Icy Wind, and now he's going to throw another Icy Wind, and later I can just farm him down. The Poison Jab are doing a lot. Even after the debuff, I was still able to farm him down. And here he throws again, I think, Icy Wind. So I'm definitely not going to shield. And going for the full farm down and generating back-to-back Scald. And if Pidgeot returns, we can throw 2 Scald on him. And going for the first one, this might debuff him. Let's see if it's going to happen. Then going for the second one immediately. Look at the damage. After so many debuff, it didn't do that much. But that's fine. We are not here to win. We are helping that trainer. So he just fast moves me down. And we are coming with GUZZ. This is enough energy for the Brave Bird. So we are not going to shield. We are going to no shield here. It goes for the Brave Bird and it gets me very low. Now I'm going to dip into Skeledirge, and there is a Steelix at the back. And opponent is not losing hope, is still putting up a fight. That's very good for him. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. Let's see how much damage it does. I think he will shield because it's his last Pokemon and last hope. Going for the Earthquake, I think this is Earthquake, and I shielded it correctly. It was Earthquake, it would have one-shotted me. And here I decided to go for another Shadow Ball. Let's see if he's going to shield here. And if he shields, then I can just farm him down. And he doesn't. He survived with 1 HP, and the Incinerate goes through, so I decided to shield here. to put a match very close, and he beats me with the psychic fangs. And I go for the disarming voice, over farming a bit, and I'm not going to bubble it. And here I was worried that if it knocks out, then it will be bad for my opponent. So it didn't knock out, so I'm going to just back out. So hopefully you have enjoyed this legend run video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.